Sudden, impulsive, and often extreme spending is a very real and very common symptom of borderline personality disorder. And it's one of the behaviors listed in the DSM under impulsivity in at least two areas that are potentially self-damaging, like spending, sex, substance abuse, reckless driving, or binge eating. So let's talk about what's really going on beneath the spending, because it's never just shopping. The spending isn't about stuff. It's about trying to feel better fast. You feel empty, abandoned, triggered, anxious, worthless, out of control. So you do something to fill the hole, to get a burst of dopamine, to feel anything other than what you're feeling right now. So in the moment, hitting add to cart or tapping your card gives a rush, a sense of power, agency, comfort, or control, until the shame kicks in. So what this can look like in BPD is spending hundreds or even thousands of dollars in a short time on things you don't really need or even want. Feeling like you have to buy it right now, even if it's irrational or way beyond your means. Thinking, this will make me feel better, or I deserve this. And then later thinking, why did I do that? Completely forgetting or discarding what you bought days later. It holds no emotional meaning once the impulse is gone. Hiding purchases or debt because of shame. Swinging from, I'm going to treat myself, I deserve this, to I hate myself for being so out of control. So why this happens? For people with BPD, emotional dysregulation leads to impulsive behavior. You act before thinking it through. Identity disturbance. Not knowing who you are can lead to buying things that reflect someone else's identity or whatever mood you're in. Avoidance of emotional pain. Spending becomes a way to self-soothe when you're feeling rejected, empty, bored, or abandoned. And black and white thinking. If I don't get this now, I'll feel even worse, or I need this to fix everything. But after the high, you might feel regret, guilt, panic. You might go numb and not even care. You might promise yourself to never do it again until it happens again. So how you manage this? So managing impulsive spending with BPD is hard, but here are some ways people start to get it under control. Create a 24-hour rule. If you want something, wait 24 hours before buying it. Just that pause can break the urgency loop. Use DBT skills. Distress tolerance skills like tip, self-soothing, and opposite action help you manage the urge without acting on it. Track your triggers. Notice what emotions or events precede the spending. Was it after a fight, a lonely day, feeling invisible? Accountability partner. Someone who can gently remind you to slow down or talk through a purchase with you. Using budgeting tools that lock spending, like prepaid cards or bank apps that block spending after certain limits are hit. Therapy, especially DBT, which is made to treat this kind of impulsive, emotion-driven behavior, can be helpful. So sometimes I buy all these clothes to feel better about myself, and then they just sit in my room, tags still on. I don't even like them anymore. It was never about the clothes. It was about wanting to feel worthy. And that is the truth of it. If this is you, you are not irresponsible or selfish. You are someone who has learned to survive emotional chaos by reaching for anything that feels like relief. And now you're learning new ways, slowly, one urge at a time. You're not alone in this, and you are not broken. You're healing.